shadow. You shall not pass! Fly, you fools.
Well, it's top of the morning to you, everybody. Welcome to the Brony Show once again. I am your host, as always, Second Man, here to bring you the fun for our 341st episode. Of course, I'm not joined by myself. No, I got a wonderful cavalcade of wonderful people here that are going to go ahead and give you all of the fun silliness of the Brony community for this week. Of course, we are joined by our friend of the equestrian Flagstaff. We have Coldust.
Oh, hi, I'm here.
And we also have Crazy Mac Captain.
I feel I should be offended at this accent.
I don't even know what kind of accent it is. I just kind of went with
It's
it.
Scots.
So, oh, really?
More with your
That's a... Geez,
Irish
God.
is more about the throat. The Irish is more about the...
I think the funny thing is yeah, I'm at least trying to make an attempt. And usually my Scottish is a lot more brash and angry and filled with raging, shadowy teeth. And apparently...
Okay, yeah, true, it was getting more Irish then. But it was in the aisles there and just wrong. It needed to be stopped.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, yes, we got those people. We also have Toakoi for some reason.
Hi, I stick around because this is a fun place.
And we are also joined by Textalion.
Hi.
And we also have, fresh from his move, Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
It's all a mess, and oh my god. Nah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, by the way, your mic is very good.
Alright.
So what?
Your mic is very good.
He says he likes your mic. Mike, run for it!
Well, yeah, because I mean, I'm only like a foot from it right now. Actually, sitting at my desk for once.
Nice.
You sitting at your desk?
Alright.
So what if it's not with Suki?
Okay, I'm gonna wrench away the conversation here for a moment because we are here, as I said, we're here to bring you the fun of the Brony Show community for the Brony community. The Brony Show has its own community and a bar. And I'm getting a phone ring and oh shit. Okay, everybody, it's soapbox time. Go ahead and talk about your daily lives. Go.
Okay, so over the weekend I worked, I did a remodeling job, and I dropped something on my big toe and have been dealing with it since Saturday, so not bad. Except I rode a bike both days, to and from work, and 2 hours helping with the restoration. So that kind of was sucky. Not life ending, but sucky. You guys?
So, because of that whole little skit that we did before we started recording, my mug is now very scratched because I made that bashing sound effect by banging my thermos with a hammer. Surprisingly, though, no dents. So, if you want a good, sturdy mug, MOW makes good mugs, apparently.
What about the rest of that thermos?
It's fine.
I did the usual thing I did on St. Patrick's Day, helped out with the youth group during the parade selling hot cocoa and whatever other stuff they were selling. I generally do the cocoa because my family's been doing the cocoa since I was in youth group. And I like taking the fact that we take it back to the kitchen to pour it out, so we get to have as much cocoa as we have back in there. And I probably had too much. It was a sugar high.
Well, I might as well jump in on this. I didn't have any yesterday because I didn't think about it. But I'm having a couple of beers in celebration of St. Patrick's Day, even though it has absolutely nothing to do with St. Patrick's Day. But it's also in regards to a celebration, because we're now no longer the wimpiest beer state in the U.S. We're now the second wimpiest beer state, but still, at least it's something.
I think Kansas either the
Did
Wimpy
something
or...
just pass or get overruled?
Actually, yes. They recently, our beer content used to be at a 3.5 by volume. They've upped it to 4.0 per volume. Granted, they were trying to go for like a 4.58, but
I haven't checked mine, but yeah, we're getting the same.
I forget exactly what.
So huzzah! We don't got watered down beer. Well, at least not as watered down.
You and I live in the last states that still hold the temperance movement.
Actually, ours is a religious movement.
Well, you know what I mean. It still fell in line with temperance.
I don't care who she is. She doesn't have any say in my beer. Anyway, so yeah, I'm having a beer, but along with that, I just want to make a quick announcement here. Now, today for the show, we are going to be jumping into another pony cartoon that has recently been released over in Italy. Now,
DuckTales.
actually, that's exactly correct. So everybody get ready to get your feathers together. No. All right, so we are going to be talking about a show called Fantasia.
Oh no.
Yes, it's an Italy-produced show. It currently is only in Italy. Granted, they only got up to 6 episodes at this point because they're releasing daily over the weekday. So the entire season will probably be out by the end of the month. Well, middle of next month, really.
So they're taking the style of Steven Universe.
More or less.
Yeah, that's going bomb.
I never understood that release schedule.
I don't know either. I guess they're just trying to take advantage of what ADD they do have at the moment.
Well, also, again, with Steven Universe, it's somewhat of a coherent story and doing it like, you know...
Well, in this one, we're going to leave it up to judgment here. But the reason I'm bringing it up is we're going to do it in our classic review style in a Gmod theater. Now,
apparently that keeps copyright at bay.
No, other things that we're going to be doing during it are going to keep copyright at bay. This is just for the fun.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
So, at the moment, I am currently sitting in a Gmod theater. Let's see.
Yeah, the Gmod theater is still loading for me.
Okay, so that's pretty much why I'm bringing this up now. Now, the Gmod theater is the Small Horse Cinema. Awesome little place. I love the people. No, I love the people because they haven't gotten at me for having a crowd of people jumping into a theater and watching a bunch of pony stuff. So I'd say that's a good enough sign for me. Now, the reason, of course, I bring it up is that we want you guys to join us. The more the merrier, as it were. So we are in the Gmod theater right now. If you are friends with any of us in Steam, please feel free to jump in and join in the theater. Granted, you are highly encouraged to do so now, as the theater itself, it does have quite a lot of mods in the workshop, and you will need to download them. But
make sure that you got your Gary's mod set to the Chromium Beta.
Yes, the Gary's mod has to be set to the Chromium Beta. If you need instructions on that, please let us know in our chats or Discord. But we are welcoming everybody to join in on this. We are right now in a nice little small room. But if we get enough people jumping in, we might even take over one of the giant theaters for giggles.
And if it gets too wild, at least 3 of us know the hidden room.
If it gets too wild, that's perfect. We want too wild. We want it to be completely nuts.
Got it. You want nuts.
All right.
No, walnuts.
All right. So I assumed the correct room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that room. You are not. We're not going in that room. Some
No,
people.
I meant no, second. I meant what room you were. I meant what room you were in.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
But,
that
but
room
yes, we
needs-
will be going into that room.
we are.
That room needs more.
We are not going into that room. Some of you might
Actually,
know.
I wonder if they changed any of the pictures in that room. By the way, am I just a white pony right now?
Yes, but it'll take a
Okay.
moment to
Go
load.
back to the save data, or since you moved
It might take a
back
moment to
there.
load too. I don't know.
Crap. What was it to change to bring that menu up again?
Exclamation
Wannabe
pony. No, I thought it was just exclamation pony.
Ooh, I haven't used
no, it's
Wannabe
Wannabe
Pony in so long. I'm so
It's-
excited.
It's
Okay,
Wannabe-
wait. What is it, everybody?
Exclamation pony.
Okay.
It's
All right.
X. Gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you.
I was
X.
pretty sure it's wanna be pony.
Nope. It's exclamation pony.
Weird.
Iguana be pony.
It is what it is.
Happens.
I blame ponies.
Yes, we blame all the ponies.
Why is my subscriptions taking so long to catch?
Okay, I'm messing with this too much.
Oh, I just realized in this loading screen that pony looks totally like he's in the position to be red.
Don't think about it. No. Think cute. Think innocent, cute stuff. Damn it! Don't bring that crap into here. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. Now, of course, I am allowing the shenanigans here because news is a little bit light this week, which is also a good and bad thing because it means we can get to the fun that much sooner. It also means we're going to get to the fun that much sooner, so you have to get started now on getting your Gmod up and going if you haven't yet. Because, we want as many people as possible. Alright, any case, let's see. So, we're going to go ahead and jump into this then. Let's see. So, let's get on to our news.
Oh, right. I didn't do that to this computer yet.
Oh, news. What's news for news this week?
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get into our newsroom here. Click. And this is our newsroom showing my emails. Thank you. Thank you, newsroom.
Hey, blame the person that put them there, not the machine that showed them.
Technically, I put them there, but it's not. It doesn't like to switch over to the IRC chat for. That's not the IRC.
Circuit, should I message our editor to let him know?
Message what?
Dear editor.
Sure. Go ahead and message me to let me know.
Okay. It'll show up in your emails, so.
I am the Senate.
Uh,
Okay. I am the editor. Okay. All right, let's get our chats in here. Okay, so yep, we got a restream, we got our distinctive, and we are going to have these same chats up as well. So those of you who cannot join us in the Gmod Theater, you can still give your thoughts, opinions, suggestions, comments, quotations, etc., so on and so forth. Because we love you. At least we love you enough that we're not going to immediately block everything you say and put it under a microscope. Please don't make us regret that. All right, anyway, getting back into this here. So, news of the week. The first thing is the comics. Now, of course,
yeah, comics.
the comics, there is actually, well, we got a lot in the way of comics. I'm going to go ahead and grab one thing real fast here. This. I'm going to grab this little image. Because all 5 issues of Nightmare Nights have been officially released. And I still really hope that a poster of this shows up somewhere, because I would love a long scroll poster of this image right here.
That would be nice,
I
yes.
want to wrap around.
It would be so awesome.
Or basically, you know those movie posters? Just turn it on the side and put it in that frame. That would be awesome.
Right. Anyway, moving on track here. Yeah, Nightmare Nights 5 officially released as of Wednesday last week. I got my copy. Unfortunately, I have yet to read my copy. So, my official review is it's out. I honestly have no review to give at this moment. But I will be reading them all, and I will give a full-on review on the show here. Especially since the comics are going to be our go-to source after Season 9 is over. And they are good comics. They're good comics, Carl.
Wait,
Okay,
doesn't that mean we shouldn't review them until after the season?
Oh, are you
Because
kidding?
I don't have
we're
so much
saving the
time to
bulk.
fill.
We're saving the bulk of...
Do you know how many comics we're behind? We're at 75 in the main series, for crying out loud.
Oh,
And we
Jesus.
haven't
I'm
reviewed
super
all-
behind then because I probably read, like, up to. I'm not even sure where in the main series. I'm on the pirate arc still.
Yeah, that's
Are-
a while ago.
I think it was like 10 or 11.
But hey, Brenda Hickey, goddamn, she does amazing art.
Oh,
Holy
yes,
crap.
she does.
Speaking of which,
I love their circuit.
I know you're looking at me. I know you're there. And apparently you're really chunk. Oh, good lord, he coming. Okay. Okay, sorry. So, one thing I do want to point out there, there's also an alternative comic cover. I don't know where you get this, but it looks really awesome. It has Luna and Solar Flare, and I'm gonna say Solar Flare. Daybreaker.
No, that's Daybreaker.
It's
yeah.
Daybreaker. I like Solar Flare. Damn it.
Yeah, Solar Flare is a better name, but they went with Daybreaker.
I know what they did, but I'm still pissed. Anyway, but yeah, it has them and in a little queen card as alternate sides, which is it's really awesome. I would love so much to also get a poster or a print or something of this because this is just too awesome right there. But yeah, the whole story of an alternate universe where Celestia and Luna failed. Evil took over Equestria and built a casino, and Celestia is actually being auctioned off to the highest bidder. Or, well, Daybreaker is being auctioned off to the highest bidder. But we will leave that full review in full for another time. Obviously, next week.
Well, I'm personally I'm glad they're finally being like, hey, we don't have to stick to the show. Oh, right, we can do our own thing. Fun!
They always did their own thing. The thing is that it's going to basically be the canon of the universe after the show is over, too. That's another big thing. Now, moving right along here, speaking of main issue 76 has released its extended preview. Now, of course, 76 is part of a massive story arc that's currently going on with Discord's cousin, I think.
Yeah, they're saying cousin, but another spirit of chaos named Cosmos.
Yep, and unfortunately, Cosmos is 10 times worse than Discord ever was. And the shit has officially hit the fan, and it appears things are going from bad to worse.
Oh, you can say that.
Don't say anything.
Hey, I'm not spoiling the biggest thing that even the cover is spoiled.
But in any case, it is getting interesting, and the issues are getting more and more tense. So this is definitely something I recommend following if you haven't yet. It's already a few issues deep, and it looks like it's going to go a little bit further. Along with that, there is they also announced an alternate exclusive con cover for WonderCon.
Ooh, fun.
Yep. And this one is also really awesome to look at. So I'm going to just show it off right here. Let people soak it in. That's right. Soak it in. That's some good comic cover.
That is actually a really good one.
As I said, that may be a spoiler.
Not necessarily. It's a cover, Toa.
It's a cover. If anything, it's a teaser at best.
Toa, that's like looking at a movie poster and being like, that's a spoiler.
Believe it or not, some people do have that opinion.
Well, I don't care about their opinions, because they're wrong.
And in case, so, I wish I could tell you what's going on, but the story has gotten quite intensive. So, just, right now, Discord's in a heap of trouble. A lot of shit is going down, and, yeah, it has gone messy. But,
all I'm saying...
enough! No! You said enough.
All right.
You've said enough. We're gonna go ahead and move on now. We're moving on. Moving on. We're moving on.
No
I'll
words.
message
Only
our
death.
editor later.
Dear world, why do I feel like I keep having to treat Toa like a freaking child sometimes?
I'm laughing. I was over it. You're the one that...
I'm not. You're the one that keeps trying to add in. No more add in. We're moving on to a Hallmark, to a line of new Hallmark cards that have been released. So you could go ahead and celebrate somebody's 4th birthday, or you could put a small little 0 at the top right of that and give it to an older person. 40th birthday sounds funny. There's also heart-shaped celebration cards, and it looks like musical birthday cards, all from Hallmark. And how much for these wonderful pony? Oh shit!
How much?
Actually, I just opened up their catalog here, and they got a lot of pony gift cards. Look at all that.
Okay, let's look at them.
Well, most of these are probably older, but yeah, you got like 7th birthday, 4th birthday, birthday. I'm guessing a lot of birthdays. Do they have the congratulations you got made it through cancer card?
If they do, that's gonna be dark and funny.
Or how about congratulations, you made it through a bar mitzvah?
Actually, that would be
No,
funny.
that would be interesting. Just a rainbow dash with a yarmulke on their head. Shalom, you made it through Hanukkah. Okay, I
It's not
feel.
too much fun with this.
Actually, I feel like I've gone into horrible places, and I'm going to go ahead and move on.
Oh no, you're not in horrible places. Just internet level.
That's horrible places. So let's go on to the next comic series that's going to be coming out, or in this case, a trade back. The Spirit of the Forest comic trade back is set to be coming out in November this year. Of course, Spirit of the Forest is probably going to be a small set of CMC comics, judging from the fact that we're looking at a ton of beavers, and the CMC basically destroyed their home, much to Scootaloo's delight. Which makes me wonder if Scootaloo was really orphaned or abandoned because she's that kind of a kid.
No, technically she's not orphaned or abandoned. She's
Well,
just with her
I
aunt.
do want.
It's a kid.
That
It's a joke.
just happy Scootaloo. It's just great.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
Happy Scootaloo is what we all want to see.
Happy
No,
Scootaloo
no, no,
destroying
just
a
that
beaver dam.
Happy Scootaloo. It's so happy. It just needs to be a meme.
That too.
Happy. No, moving on. Not gonna get involved in that. All right. Anyway, can somebody help Steam Engine in our Discord here?
Try and get the thing.
Okay, so Spirit of the Forest. So that's an exciting thing that's going to be coming up. Of course, once again, we will talk about it as it comes out. Now, jumping back to merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
Stackums. What?
Oh. Sorry, continue. I was going to mention Spirit of the Forest and then bring up the deer, but we're past it. Go.
Yes, we are. Stackums. Little squishy marshmallow ponies. And it looks like the Student 6 and Cozy Glow are going to be Stackums. So now you can get real fat, squishy-faced Yona, Ember, Gallus. Apparently the Changeling doesn't qualify.
Those bastards! They included literally Child Satan, but they didn't include the cuteling. Motherfuckers.
Dude, I'm with you. Ocellus is too cute, but people are going like, if they don't give us Cozy Glow, we're saying screw it. Ocellus turned into Cozy Glow so she could get met.
Well, let's take a deep breath here before we start setting fire to things. Let's also remember that usually these Stackums are not just 6 of them. There's tends to be about 12 or 20.
Oh, okay. I see.
So there's a chance.
The other 6 are all going to be Ocellus. Awesome. I'm glad we have found this out.
They're
It's
all
canon,
going
everyone.
to
You
be
heard it here
Ocellus
first.
in some way because she's just gonna have changed into everyone else.
You see, it's her many different appearances. There's Ocellus as a changeling. There's Ocellus as an evil changeling. There's Ocellus as a sea pony. There's Ocellus in her pony form. You know, the awkward one with the crooked teeth and the ladybug as a cutie mark.
Also,
and as a
the dragon.
Oh yes,
one.
in the dragon. Oh my gosh, we've already got 5 out of them already, and now
and
we
the
can.
original
and-
Ocellus to go with them, so that's 6.
I don't have enough
Whatever
beer for this.
crazy monster she turned into.
Yes.
You gotta be specific.
Yes.
She
And Puckwudgie.
did at least 2 of those.
All right.
So there are going to be so many Ocellus. I am excited.
Okay, I just have to jump into this really fast. So I did bring up their website just to see if I could bring up an expanded list. And I came across in the entire set of mashups that they're going to be doing. And there's a lot of them, of different varieties of everything. They even have exploding kittens, but I got caught up in the 90s Nick, which had like Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life, and Rugrats. And Chucky looks possessed.
Whereas for some reason my eyes are getting drawn to the fact there's 2 sets of Pound Patrol.
Yeah, Series 6 and Series 7. Which is unfortunate. It's actually a little on the cautious side. Oh my god, they even got Disney Pixar, which unfortunately only has 3 things. Come on,
Dory
guys!
looks creepy.
Dory looks creepy, but where's Bug's Life, man? You can't tell me
And
you don't
then
got
we
Bug's
have
Life?
all the Batman.
Okay, we could go across this forever. In all honesty, I mean, Scooby Doo, Harry Potter, Nella the Princess Knight, Looney Tunes, Toy Story 4, which is confidential apparently, Generation 1 ponies.
Wait a minute. Toy
Pep-
Story is separate from Pixar, yet they're also part of Pixar.
Well, they got the Pixar one, but they also got one for Toy Story 4 specifically.
Hold up, they got Lion King ones? Darn it.
They also have Frozen, so I guess they couldn't let it go either.
Oh no.
Okay, there's a lot of them, but we're gonna go ahead and move on here because this is crazy. This is silly.
Cole, how long does it take you to set your pony?
And finally, our friends over at someplace.
Oh, jeez, I'm in. I didn't realize. I totally forgot Gmod was puttering away in the background, loading things up.
I thought you were setting your pony.
Our friends
No, I
over at
wasn't.
Fall of Answerfold have released Silent Fallen 2. Basically, this is a combination of ponies and Silent Hill. Unfortunately, we've tried reviewing them in the past. It has not worked out too well. We are still trying to find ways of doing it. I honestly want to do a proper and full review of these because they keep cranking them out, and if they really are that good, I swear I muted that. Oh, do I sound like that? Podcasting tip: never listen to yourself podcasting.
Yeah.
I actually used to do that from time to time just because, unlike everyone else, I really like the sound of my own voice.
Your voice is really good. Your voice.
My voice is probably not as good as I think it sounds. I'm a bit narcissistic about that one aspect. I hate the rest of me, but my voice I fucking love.
Yeah, you want to know one of the main reasons why I couldn't keep doing commentary videos? Because I was the editor. Which basically meant that I sat there, listened to myself say all the commentary, then had to sit there and listen to myself do it again.
Yeah. I think I'd probably sound a lot better if I just worked on my diaphragm and just speaking in low, calm tones. But I don't got time for that. Let's go ahead and move on here. And, of course, we're going to go ahead and move on to fan submissions and suggestions. Of course, our fan submissions and suggestions were for the challenge of the week. And the
protest initiative challenge.
The challenge of the week, of course, being the ruler of shame, which we coined due to some wonderful shenanigans going on during the previous week challenge.
You stole it from me.
I did. I did it. I do not care. But the ruler of shame and it being used. Of course, it doesn't mean we didn't have a protest initiative challenge.
Hold
Wait,
on, I'm uploading the
what was the protest initiative?
I don't remember. Let me take a look.
It should be in the show notes.
No, it wasn't Draw Rivet. Okay, so that's wrong.
No, Rivet was last
No. It's in the show
I
notes.
forgot to update them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'd love to tell you, but I wasn't here last week.
Again, yeah.
Shit, I forgot.
Basically,
Oh, okay,
TNT and Applejack.
Or Luna. That works.
Yeah.
Your words.
Well, that probably was actually, yeah.
Alright. So that was a protest initiative challenge. And entries came. Some of them. We did get a few new faces, or at least newer faces popping in. Let's see here. Okay, so basically we got technically 2 because Toa is still working on his, but we do get
the one without woods or magic.
But we do got Steam Engine who posted this wonderful one, and it's a full-on comic.
Oh, nice.
Yes, this one shows Derpy flying and crashing into. Yeah, crashing into blanked. I blanked. Meep. But this one's...
Later.
Yep. And this one shows Derpy flying and crashing into the side of Twilight's castle. Of course, Derpy was submitting a delivery of a ruler, which unfortunately leaves Twilight in a horrible, horrible fear and twitching. And of course, Celestia apparently sent Twilight the ruler of shame. And thus we have an official use of the ruler of shame being sent to Twilight by Discord. Right.
And I uploaded my thing. It doesn't have the Luna magic or the text yet.
All right, so we have a partial completion here, and of course it's showing the ruler of shame, and it looks like Luna is punishing Applejack while Derpy and Minty, thank you, are apparently learning about either us or sprites or something. I'm guessing that's going to be answered at some point.
Yeah, I'm going to try and finish it while Gmod's being...
Alright, so those were the only 2 entries we got, unfortunately. I guess it's been a bit of a slow week for everybody and everything. I'll blame the beer.
Oh, that's right. March happened.
Yeah, March did happen.
Oh, by the way, props, we got a Minty. We got a Minty, also an Applejack, and a Luna, so props.
Yep.
I genuinely can't remember why I was like, Luna works too.
I don't know either.
I can't, I don't know why I was like, yeah, that works.
Because Tabitha voiced Minty and she voices Luna.
Wait, she voices Minty as well? Or wait.
No, I don't think that was it. That doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, no, that definitely wouldn't have been reason because this is news to me.
Because of random shenanigans that were happening in the chat at the time.
Yeah, we'll go with random shenanigans. That answers everything. Random shenanigans. When you can't figure it out.
Alrighty, well,
But Tabitha did voice Minty.
Cool.
These are things that I didn't know, but now I do. And, yeah. Cool. Awesome. I am glad that Tabitha the Saint Germain has had that much of an impact on my life, where not only has she voiced amazing characters like Rarity, Granny Smith, and Luna, but also she voiced one of our favorite sock horses, and by that I mean our only sock horse from the previous generations. Unless there are other sock horses that I'd missed in Generation 1. I haven't watched all of Gen 1 yet. CMC, we need to watch all of Gen 1. I need to see the Furniture Wizard.
Yes, I think most of the stuff that I've watched is because I watched it while Suki was watching it through season 4.
I need to watch.
I think it was season 4. We did Gen 1.
Yeah, I
a
think
while
so
ago.
as well.
But I must know the magic of Beezin, the Furniture Wizard.
Yes.
I need this in my life.
Alright, well, getting back on track here, now that we got that silliness out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and give my vote right off to this. My brain just exploded. I don't know what happened. I'm going to blame the beer. Don't drink it. Don't drink in podcast, kids. Don't drink in podcast.
Did we not have a bristle?
We did not have a bristle. There was no bristle, no Mike Nyes, nobody else. This was literally the only 2 entries. Which is really a shame. I wanted to see everybody's idea of the ruler, the ruler of the ruler of shame.
The ruler of shame.
But in either case, I am going to give it to Steam Engine. Okay, sorry, I apologize.
Circuit's gonna give it to you. It's gonna give it to you.
Okay, yeah, honestly, wow, this beer has really hit me something. Sorry, I apologize, everybody. Don't drink in podcast, kids. Don't.
Unless your podcast
Steam Engine wins.
Drinking,
Steam Engine wins because he not only did a single art, he did a full-on comic to introduce the ruler of shame. Not only that, he made it the royal implementation device of Princess Celestia and her school. The ruler of shame is now the royal punishment device of the Unicorn Academy, and I could not be happier. So Steam Engine wins it all.
And as... Oh, no, it's going to cut me off that time? All right. And as for the Protest Initiative Challenge point, it goes to... well, technically, Toa was, like, the only one who actually, like, included all the characters that were needed. But I'm also impressed by the comments, so I'm just going to split this point, which makes both of the halves completely null. But hey, props to both of you. You made a comic. Good for you. That's actually pretty lit. Also, Toa, I can totally relate to the unfinished drawings at the last minute. Does anyone remember way back whenever I was like drawing those title cards for the Brony Show, and like every month I like would submit a new one and it wasn't even finished yet? I'd just be like, here, put this in for the moment. And I remember at least one time I was called out for the fact that Twilight was missing the lines in her hair.
And then there were ones where you put them, or you threw them at Circuit, and you just used them anyway, even though they were, what?
Yeah, the joke ones, yeah. Yeah, I need to make more of those.
That Lyra was a good one.
Yes, it was. That one was adorable. That one was one that got sent to Circuit prematurely at first, because the original version, I actually just used the bucket tool around, and I didn't make sure that filled everywhere. So there was a slight little white outline if you looked a little bit too close, but we were on live stream at the time, so it really didn't matter. Oh, the age of live stream.
Yeah, that died a slow and painful death.
Yeah, but at the same time, we still have the awesome GIF of Rainbow Dash blowing it up.
And also, on the bright side, at least now that means there are no archives of the Gypsy drawing bed, except for the ones that I have. No one needs to know about those beautiful, beautiful times.
Cole,
that actually sounds disappointing.
No, because you see, they're all on my hard drive, so I have them to myself.
Oh, I know, but
all right.
It still makes me sad.
All right, let's get it on track here so we can get to the Philly Fantasia fun. Of course.
When will we have on track?
So, challenge.
Once in a while. The challenge for next week. St. Patrick's Day has come and gone, but there's always the aftermath, the after effect, the residual effect, things that have happened afterwards that cannot be taken back, and also dealing with that horrible hangover and that weird aftertaste of corned beef and cabbage that just sits in your mouth for 3 days. Of course, Lyra, for some reason, has encompassed all that is St. Patrick's. But is it due to her teal coat? Is it due to her jovial nature? Is it due to the fact that there's not really a green pony outside of myself that is basically green enough to be considered a St. Patrick's Day filly or stallion?
It's the pun, luck of the Irish.
It could also be a pun. It could also be completely based on a stupid pun. But the fact is, Lyra is the epitome and the ponification of St. Patrick's Day to us. So my challenge to all of you is Lyra and the aftermath of St. Patrick's Day.
I was about to say, if you left that at Lyra in the aftermath, oh man, the options.
I am not doing that. No. I've seen the options.
So Lyra's aftermath of St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. So what happened? Is Lyra nursing off a hangover? Is Lyra still partying to this day? Did Lyra unfortunately get caught up in a den of snakes? Or did Lyra actually spend the entire evening with a cup of Irish coffee and a gentle book and actually just kind of mellow it out this year?
Too much cocoa.
Maybe. Also, simply because of luck of the Irish, there's also the pun of "Kiss me, I'm Irish."
And
that's a fun one.
And Toa has unfortunately expended the goodwill he earned by pointing out the pun. It was good while it lasted. All right, and now we go on to the Protest Initiative Challenge.
Oh yeah, I need to come up with a new one this week. Shoot. I must say, business card. Make something having to do with a business card. You could make a business card. You could make a design for one for your favorite pony, or you could just have the exchange of business cards. This is totally not an idea because there is a business card on my desk. Nope, never. That wouldn't make any sense. You're ridiculous. It's business cards.
Okay.
All right. And
Don't
with
worry
that,
about it. Say fine.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to our Gmod Theater and Philly Fantasia.